So I wanted to talk about the American dream. Yeah. I wanted to start it off by saying the definition, like the hardcore textbook definition of it. So if you look it up, it say the ideal by which equality of opportunity is available to any American, allowing the highest aspirations and goals to be achieved. So basically just equality within every American so they can achieve their highest aspirations or goals or dreams, whatever case it might be. So a millionaire, business.
No, that's shit, folks.
Look, basically, I just want to talk and just hear all our perspective, regardless if it's wrong or not. You know what I'm saying? That's all we hear. So we can talk about them. Since we're Americans, we can talk about it. So go ahead, Jacory, since I already heard you. You trying to talk a little mess.
I'm just saying, like, we know it's false because, like you said, it's open to everyone, like every citizen. And like every citizen, it's not because, we people of color, right?
Sure,
and, we got limitations to us regardless. As soon as we come out the womb, we limited other than others. You feel me? So it's like the American dream cannot apply to everybody. It cannot be the same to everyone. Everybody got a own dream or aspirations you want to live by. So then, like, let's see, like, say you want to be this person, like you want to, have a home in the hills or some shit like that. Yeah. Okay, you black, it's hard to do that shit because, you're limited by the opportunity, the resources, just like that, just by being the color of your skin.
I don't agree with that.
Why? Man, what you guys say?
Because I don't agree with you saying that just because we black, we don't have the same. It's harder for us. I feel like, honestly, technically, statistically, yes. But as we look at it in reality, bro, I think everybody has the same opportunities to become whatever you want. And I think we tend to fuck it off, honestly. We tend to fuck the opportunities off. That's what I think separates from, the generations of the wealth between the races, however you want to call it. But I feel like everybody.
What you talking about, though? Man, like, we as a community just fuck it off just because we got less of it. Like, the American, everybody comes to America because it's a place of opportunity.
Yeah.
It's capitalistic, for sure.
But you do have a point, though. Statistically, you're correct. But in reality, I feel like everyone has a chance to do something.
Yeah, that possibility.
Yeah.
How you feel, Dony'e?
Let's see, look. Look, I'm gonna say how I feel. So, and it's crazy y'all both said that because this gives me opportunity to really say how I feel because I'm in between what both y'all gotta say. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like the American dream is different for all of us. Race, ethnicity, where you from, your background, it's different. But so I agree with you, Jacory, when you say it's different. In some cases, it can be unfair, it can be difficult. But then I also agree with J5. I look at it as, and I done seen it in older people I work with. I done seen the people we talk to on the football team. People use the economy. They use racism. They use different seasons. They use people not loving them for who they are as excuses to not achieve in the American dreams definition, the highest inspirations or goals to be achieved. So I feel like we can use that as an excuse at times. Yes, is it different from me trying to reach $1 million and a white man trying to reach $1 million? Of course it is. It's going to be like that for, Lord knows, God willing, hopefully not that long, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a while. But I feel like we use that as an excuse. Oh, I'm black, so I can't do this. So then people would just settle. They don't even go reach for their dreams no more. I know y'all done seen it around people, especially older folks, who settle so much. They working at Walmart, working at McDonald's in their 40s, 50s, 60s. They driving buses. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but they said, I know that wasn't their dream. I mean, if it was their dream to drive a bus, that's different. But I know a lot of times it wasn't their dream. They just settled. They just use that excuse. I'm not saying it's always an American dream for excuse, but sometimes subconsciously we say we don't have the same opportunity, so we don't even allow ourselves to go reach that. Don't even reach for the stars no more.
And that's a mentality thing. Like, that's all goes down to us thinking like that from our elders, If, like, you don't have someone telling you how, like, mentally preparing you in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve, it's going to just keep trickling down into the generations, and that it won't, you won't move forward. But if you have, like, it's the mentality of how we attack the opportunities that we have, basically.
Hey, say I got a question. Back on what J5 said. So, as you was younger, did your parents like upbring you as in, okay, to push yourself as in, like, okay, you don't settle for this, you keep on going, like shit like that? Because some black parents or parents in general would just say, okay, if you're not good at this thing, go to the next. Or you're not good at this, stop going. Like, how was your upbringing on that?
Both growing up, bro. See, I was raised with my grandparents and shit like that. So grandparents.
I know how that is.
On the world. So I was both in on the stick. So for my grandparents, I got that, they instilled that mentality of never settling, keep going no matter what obstacle is in the head of the way you're going. They told me to keep pushing. That was what instilled into me. And that's the mindset that I took on, further on in life. But I also was a part of where it was either, just go by what you got, just settle and just, it is what it is. Like I was a part of both of those swords. So, and I kind of fell in on the good end.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to ask you, I saw you asked me the question too. So if I look at it, I think I was raised by my mother. It was a single mother situation with a lot of kids, and my mother's actions taught me to settle down and provide for your family, but have some fear behind your dreams. My mother is a great woman. She's a strong Black woman. But at the same time, her actions showed me to settle, provide for my family in the easiest way possible. Her words told me to continue to push on, but I wouldn't necessarily say in my dreams as in her dreams for me. So, and my mama, she wanted me to make money what I want to do, but at the same time, and she wants me to make money and the dream she has for me. So, example, like my mother wants me to go NFL so bad, bro. She tell my family this. She believes it. Like she always talks to me. You gonna be an NFL player. You gonna do this and that. And ain't nothing against NFL. Don't get me wrong, but everybody is chemically and physically different. And she wants me to go strive to NFL and do this and that. And don't worry, of course, I'm striving regardless to get my goals and my achievements I want to get, of course. But she never takes into consideration what I want. And so she pushes this dream constantly over, man. She's been doing it for years now. And I just think, we all was put on this world. I don't know if you're biblical, but we all was put on this world for a purpose and God's will. And if you're not biblical, I said purpose. If you are, it's God's will. We all have some type of purpose. And I feel like my purpose goes beyond football. If I go to the league or don't, it goes beyond it. So I'm not ending, they're leading and that's it. It goes beyond that. So like I look at it as if I go to the league or not, I still want to be networking with the team owners, not just no head coaches, not just players, but the team owners. That's the level I'm on. I don't care about the players. I don't care about the head coaches, the position coaches. I'm on the team owners. I need to know them. Them the dogs running the whole situation. You with them, you with everybody. That's how I look at it. Like an example is like if you would Coach Stu, you with everybody. You cool with him, you cool with all position coaches, you cool with all the players. And you have at least some step in the door. Not necessarily like a relationship like this fast, but you have at least a step in the door to get there. So it's just like that's just how I look at your question. I know I probably stretched that out a little bit, but I hope I answered your question.
Dony'e, what are your religious beliefs?
I'm Baptist. I'm Baptist.
What's the difference between Christian and Baptist?
Man, honestly, it's all from the same tree with different branches. I mean, Christian and Baptist, in my understanding, it's really just the same. I believe Baptists probably get baptized a lot more. I'm trying to get baptized even more, but for the most part, it's all the same. We all from the same tree.
So you believe God, just died on the cross for our sins and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do. And how I look at it is, if Jesus Christ was to never exist, because it's possible he never. We got no proof. Like we just see some. All we got is this right here. this could have been written by me or you. But the thing about it is, if he was real or not, that's not. I don't follow him because if he was real or not. I follow him because in the Bible, it teaches you how to be just a better human. So regardless if he was real or not, I can still read the Bible and read about him and still become a better person. Regardless if he never touched his planet. If he never touched his planet, it doesn't matter because when I read that Bible, I'm becoming a better person. I'm becoming a better person. Even if he was made up or it don't matter. I'm still becoming a better person. I just chose to believe in him. That's what I just chose to do. And as my prayer, as I got a closer relationship and connection, good things happen to me. So if good things happen to me, and it doesn't matter if he was real or not, and I have faith that he was. But if it truly doesn't matter, I just stuck with it. I looked at being a Muslim for a little bit. I did. I looked at different religions, but at the end of the day, I was like, why would I, change something when I'm straight? That's why I have respect for everybody. I have a respect for everybody that's non-religious or religious. We all the same. We all just humans, man.
This nigga got a fucking Kool-Aid jar.
But you seen what Coach Smith said? Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Bro, get you a bottle of water or something, bro.
But hey, look, this cheaper. I bought this one time. I fill it up for free.
Ain't nothing, bro.
Hey, look, this free. I get this water free. I don't got to buy no more bottles of water.
Where you at, Jakor?
I'm in the living room part of K building. I just seen Coach roll by.
Which one?
The one that live on the third floor.
Yeah, Wyatt.
Yeah.
Look, so and I don't want to talk about this right now. I just want to introduce a topic so y'all are thinking about it. Because I heard J5 talking about, he was talking about like the ancestors and like how some or just our parents, how some people instill certain ways within us, and how it kind of normalized bad things. And I like looking up like people like Malcolm X a little bit, and I heard him say this one thing before, and I loved it. And this is the next topic I want to talk about. And it's a difference between a field Negro and a house Negro. There's a difference, and how that relates to modern day. If we still do like some questions like, do we still have that today? And you don't gotta know about it right now. Like you might be like, bro, I don't know what that means. But just like maybe just look it up. You don't gotta answer right now because I want that to be the next podcast. But like I just want to get your gears thinking of like the next question, the next podcast is gonna be about. Field.
I'm just saying like kind of translate because we'll save it to the next podcast, but shit, just know I'm agreeing with it. Like it translates to modern day in a type of sense.
Yeah, definitely. And like if you want to get more deep with it, or depth with it, just look at Malcolm X. Look at Malcolm X field Negro versus house Negro. And he got a speech where he talks about it.
Book about that shit.
Man, it's crazy. Like I was just thinking about that, bro. It's crazy. It's real. Like we gonna have to talk. We gonna have to wait for the next podcast. I promise you. I got something for sure I need to say about that. It's something crazy. Like, yeah, man. I'm telling you. But no, this American dream, man. Back to it. Like I think we all said valid points. Respect. We all had kind of like 3 different spectrums, almost like views. You know what I'm saying? And but now like I think it's weird to say like that. I'm trying to achieve the American dream, like or like there's American dream even exists. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's something we all strive for. It's the economy is capitalistic. So that's why I feel like the American dream exists, because we all can go, everything's business. We all have the opportunity to do whatever we want. You know, there's some countries in the world, and I'm not going to speak too much on it because I don't know. I didn't research enough, but I do know for a fact that there's third world countries that don't got opportunities like we do. You can't just go build a business. You can't just go do this or that. You can't even, some countries don't even limit your amount of kids you got. I heard, I think it was either China or Japan. I heard one of them, you can't even have over 2 kids, like support on more than 2 kids. You after your second kid, I heard you don't even get no more support no more. And so I'm saying like I just think we got more opportunities. Now is it pros and cons to this? Of course, definitely. And can you get in the disagreement with that? The America is not really capitalistic. It's just it just has a mask of that, but underneath is it really communism? It could. Government do be trying to control some things, but. Hey, look, that's another talk for another podcast. I'm making ideas up when I'm talking. It's crazy. But I'm gonna write this down. Nah, it's crazy though. Let me look this up. Capitalistic or capitalism in America.
Corey, what you think? What is your idea of the American dream, though, bro? Like when you hear American dream, what are you thinking of? Like when you visualize that in your head, like what are you seeing?
My American dream, where I come from, so I'm from, like you from the South. You feel me? It's a lot of
Alabama.
land. So as an older person, you feel me, or you have some kids or something, you want land. Land brings money. You feel me? With like kids in like a big house in an urban area, you feel me? Like you have your own space. But everybody's American dream is different. Feel me? Everybody might not want a big house or a lot of land. They want to live somewhere in the city.
So basically, the American dream is all about money.
It's not all about money. It's about family too. So I want a well-organized family.
But the main goal, billboard is cash, right?
Or what do cash rule?
That's what I'm getting to. Do you think cash is your happiness? Like, say if you was broke, like dead broke, like nothing in your bank account, would you be happy?
You don't have it right now. Ain't
like,
shit. Right now. So you answer the question for me.
What about you, Dony'e?
Wow. Man, so I believe the American dream, or just really what you're talking about, what are you trying to get at? Do I feel like money is true happiness, 100% happiness? No, it's a piece of paper that we value as humans. That's all it is. It's just wherever we value, that's the currency. But do I feel like it brings some happiness? Of course. I feel like it brings some happiness. If you broke, you don't have the freedom to go do certain things that could bring you happiness. You don't have the freedom to do certain things. So like I stand on
Right.
5 pillars. I ain't gonna get too much into it, but basically I feel like when I have money, I just have more freedom to go do whatever I want to do. So I could go take my family to Dubai. That's the richest place in the world. Or I can go take my family on this vacation, or I could help them experience the world, or I could give them opportunities in their dreams, or they go to college. I could take that off them. So, and that's just things with money. But I will have the freedom to do those things, take stress off their life, and open opportunities, open doors to them that never been open. And I have influence and power within it. But if it brings 100% happiness, no. People be killing themselves with money.
Right. That's valid points because, I feel like, my dream is going to the league and shit like that because I love football.
For sure.
But I feel like I still would be happy if the league would be minimum wage. So basically what I'm saying is if money wasn't like, if money wasn't important, say money didn't exist, would you still be doing? Because I know everybody's doing something for the cheese, for the cheddar, right?
Right.
So I'm basically saying like, if money wasn't a thing, would you be happy with what you're doing? Would you still be happy with the way you live?
That's deep.
And that figure out.
I would say yes.
What you're doing. Like that's how you figure out what makes you really happy. Because most people do a lot of things for money, and that's deep. I'm because I love it. I like to do shit that I want to do, but
yeah,
I feel like money wasn't in sports and shit like that. I still would do it because this is just what I love to do.
Hey, say without football or without sports in general, outside of that, do you love anything that without money will bring you happiness?
Crazy part, bro. I've been asking myself that shit for the longest because I've been playing ball my whole fucking life, like literally since when I was able to walk. Like I got videos and shit, and I'd be like, bro, like if I wasn't playing football, like what would I, like what would my life, like if I didn't continue to play ball, like what would make me happy? And I just can't find it, bro. Other than family and shit like that, I just can't find it.
Yeah, I feel that too. Like football is kind of like your life at this point because it's what you got you here. Like it'll keep growing. You feel me? So it's like outside of that, you really don't do much because you don't want to be at work. You don't want to do no 9 to 5.
Hell no.
No, you don't want to do that. So
especially not the end goal.
Yeah, man.
Really got to think outside the box. Okay, I really got to see what do I like. So I just write down things I like and try to find ways I can incorporate that to, as in a job. You feel me?
Crazy, because I was just, back on what I was saying, like I was like, having conversations with myself, like, what do I like? And honestly, as I've been up here, bro, and I haven't been around like many people that I really, really just like know and like do shit with, it started to make me figure out as I gotten older and being around by myself and shit, it starts to make me like realize what I actually like. So I feel like, bro, like when you go like different places, when you not unknown, that's when people go to different cities and they succeed, bro. That's why I feel like when you be by yourself, you start to like realize and you start to accomplish more because you start to realize who you are and what you actually strive for, and you lock in on what you need to do, bro. That's why I feel like I like to be isolated, because I come up with better shit and I figure out who I really am and what I like by myself, bro. That's
that's deep.
Not for real.
That's deep. I agree with you. Yeah, when I'm by myself, I'm figuring out things. But at the same time, I also know I need help figuring out certain parts. So like for me, I had spent money on like a self-development program, and it just taught me a little bit about myself. And then I did a one-on-one with a certified coach in the program. It's called a DISC assessment. And man, I learned a lot about myself. Like I learned I suck at time management. So now I built a schedule. I learned my superpower is talking with other people. I'm extroverted, but I also have a little hint of introverted with me. So sometimes that's why I don't like talking to people at sometimes. And I learned that's my power, just talking to people. But if I use that too much, it could be a problem. So sometimes, or like if I'm so enthusiastic and I'm in a conversation, I'm talking, when the other person's talking, it'd be at times where I'm not listening. I'm not listening to understand. I'm listening to reply. So like I'm just like I'm so enthusiastic. I'm like, man, like I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Why they keep talking? And then it was just a few other things.
I feel that because I done been a victim to that shit too. Back in my younger days, like listening to replying instead of comprehending what they actually trying to tell you.
It's crazy, bro. I didn't even know. Like, it's like certain things that you so blind to, so used to doing that you didn't even know was a problem. Like I thought my schedule was good, and I looked at it. I really sat back and looked at it, and I was garbage. That's like just a routine. I had no routine, and how I am. I need a structure. Like football is saving me right now because football gives us some type of structure. But I really need a structure outside of football in order for me to achieve at least what I want to achieve.
Right.
Man, you was talking about just like what you love outside football. I think I thought about that for too long. I've been thinking about that for way too long. Like if I'm being honest with you, if we didn't get paid for football, which we don't really, but like if it was no money existed, I'll still be doing football. But it wouldn't be because I love going out and playing football. It'll be because I love what the game of football have taught me and continues to teach me. So that's if you want to know the answer why I keep playing football, is because there's two reasons. I want to get a ring and bring it to Cape Girardeau, multiple. But I also love what the game taught me. I literally love what the game teach me. Like I was just talking to Coach Bunch about this. Like I'll give you an example of how the game taught me something. And we all play defense, so we know this. When you're on defense, if offense does something and it works, they're gonna go back right. They're gonna go right back to it, but dress it up differently. It's the same thing, but dressed up differently. If you go to life will throw something at you. If you don't get it, it's gonna do the same. It's gonna do the same principle, but just dress it up different. Literally, it's the same thing. Same thing. So like, if you want a deep personal example, I was thinking like when I was younger, man, I had a girlfriend, like my sophomore year in high school. And I didn't now look, check me out though. I was controlling, but I didn't know I was controlling. I thought it was all good. And then boom, a whole bunch of stuff happened in a relationship, but that ended up failing. Then I got the girl I'm with now, and I didn't know it, but it was another, just dressed up differently, dressed up real different girl and all, right? I still was controlling. And he had, in the universe, or whatever the case, I don't know what it is, right? God, universe, whatever it might be, showed me the same thing over again. But this time, dressed it up completely different. Well, and this time I finally understood, Don, you controlling. Like, I'll be saying this, like I'm tripping. Like, but she a grown woman. You cannot control her. You gonna influence what she can do, but she grown. So like, you know, I changed how I was thinking. But like, I love football. I love football. I just love it for a different aspect than everybody else do. This taught me so much. It gave me so much, man. It gave me so much respect for life. It helped me figure out what I want to do. It when I had no strong father figure in my life, football gave me strong coaches in my life. Like, bro, this stuff changed my life. I might not love being out there doing them drills and cones and stuff, but I love in the classroom when he teaching my culture, when he teaching my lead, when he teaching my 20 feet, when he teaches my sign off. That's when I love it. You know, our leadership program, I love all that stuff. That's the stuff I love.
You in that?
Yeah, I'm in the leadership, man.
You definitely coach too, son. Definitely.
I asked you to pray as soon as we got back.
I was so nervous. Hey, let me do it again, though. I promise you.
I know you was nervous. Sorry.
Hey, I was just, I don't know why I was nervous. I was talking to God, like I shouldn't even get nervous. I mean, just look, next time we get next
pointed towards you, bro. That made you nervous.
Yeah, for sure.
See, I believe in energy, bro.
Definitely.
I don't think like the universe and the energy that we carry. That's what I believe in. We're not gonna get into that right now because I don't want to make this like a religion type deal or a belief. That's because that's why you was nervous. Everybody's energy was pointed towards you, and that energy made you nervous. You started sweating, and felt all that heat and shit on you. Yeah, and everybody
saying stuff. No, that's something real. But like, I'm looking at the podcast. So we got like 5 minutes left. So is there any other points, any important points y'all forgot y'all wanted to talk about?
Nah, I'm straight.
Real good talk. Ain't gonna cut too.
I'm thinking. I don't got nothing else. I'm thinking, but definitely like what you, like just to end up on and recap, like when you was talking about the energy. Yeah, I believe like you got a lot of energy pointing to you, especially when you don't have it always pointing at you. It's like something you're not used to. Oh yeah, I don't a whole team in me, bro.
That's like
it's like
That's like being a public speaker, right? I mean, you starting to become. You know, when we used to be in the classrooms in high school, where we used to have fucking a presentation.
Yeah.
You never realized, bro, when we used to go up there, like I could put it like this. You know how you talk in front of your group of friends and you get the them? Like everybody staring at you, eye contact, all the energy is pouring towards you. You feel that, right? Like you feel when you lock eyes with them, you feel the energy between y'all. Imagine that times 5. So when you used to go in front of the fucking the classroom for a presentation, you remember how you used to feel with all the energy, you used to get sweaty, like nervous, heart start pumping and shit.
Heart pumping.
That's what I'm saying. Like all that, it's energy that's everybody's putting their energy towards you. And that's
crazy.
So it's like I gotta call somebody.
Now you say you gotta call somebody?
Yeah.
That's all I got to get out here. But appreciate y'all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your ears, man. I love it, man. That's what Inky Johnson always say, man. Thank you for your ear, man. I love you, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna get right with this video.
Hey, 6:30.
Yep. Nah, 6:20.